Your 45 seconds starts now. Cape Horn is at the southern tip of Africa.
Cape Horn, I think that's false.
False. Jack Bauer is a character from Mad Men.
That's false, definitely.
False. A male swan is called a cob.
I hate animals. I'd say false.
False. And finally, the Bronze Age was before the Iron Age.
I think that's true.
True. And with plenty of time to spare, you've answered all 4 statements. What do you think? Was that a better round?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
Well, look, before we reveal how well you've done, it's time to bring back the usual suspects. So, usual suspects, these were the 4 statements, and next to them are Kyle's answers. Peter, has he achieved perfection?
No, I don't think he has. I think C is wrong.
OK, Kyle, the moment of truth. You need to have answered all 4 statements perfectly to have won the round. Let's find out how many you've got correct. 3 out of 4 again, close. You're playing well, but not quite well enough to achieve perfection. You've now let your enemies, the usual suspects, into the game. You can see Kyle's answers. You need to change just one. Which one?
I think we'll change C. That's my
male swan
vote.
So is that what you're going with?
Yep.
Yeah. We'll go with that. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So you'd like to change
C.
From false
to true.
Thank you very much. Leaving A, B and D as Kyle answered. Usual suspects. Let's find out what the correct answers are. Cape Horn is at the southern tip of Africa. Is that true or false? It is false. Actually, at the southern tip of South America. Jack Bauer is a character from Mad Men. True or false? It is false. He was in 24. A male swan is called a cob. True or false? It's true. So you know how this is going to go now. The Bronze Age was before the Iron Age. True or false? True. Congratulations, usual suspects. You have achieved perfection. Kyle, the usual suspects have succeeded where you failed and they've stolen the round. Let's see the final board. Nothing on there at the moment. Because you won the round, usual suspects, you've earned the right to choose 4 categories to add to the board. That's 2 from this round and 2 that rolled over from round 1. Which 4 would you like Carl to play in the final?
Carl lives right up in Preston.
Yeah.
I think London would be an absolute classic.
All right, let's give him London.
London goes across.
I reckon opera.
Opera.
Opera. Thank you very much.
Yes. What about famous ships? Should we give him famous ships?
Yeah.
Paul, famous ships.
Famous ships, thank you. And I need one more from you.
You will have islands.
Islands, thank you very much. Becomes the 4th one. Congratulations, usual suspects. You've won the 2nd round. It's time to switch you off. And we'll see you in round 3. What do you make of the choices then? London?
I'm all right with London. I'm all right with like my geography. So I'm all right with London and islands. It's just...
Opera and famous ships. Well, famous ships you said you didn't fancy much, and opera you didn't fancy much, and they picked them for you, haven't they? All right, well, look, you still have one more chance to find perfection and choose your own 2 categories for the final. You ready to play?
Yep.
Let's play round 3. Your 45 seconds starts now. Donald Trump auditioned to join the Monkees.
Donald Trump. Would he be round about his time? Probably. It wouldn't surprise me, but I'd say true. True.
Juniper berries are a major flavouring of gin.
I'm the only student who doesn't drink. I go true.
True. The term Iron Curtain was coined by Stalin.
I'm not sure. I've never heard it before. We'll go false.
False. And finally, most of Thomas Hardy's novels are set in Essex.
True.
True. And you've answered all 4 statements within the time. That looked a pretty uncomfortable round for you.
Oh, yeah, of course. I hated it.
All right, well, look, before we reveal how well you've done, it's time for us to bring back the usual suspects. So, usual suspects, these were the 4 statements, and next to them are Kyle's answers. Peter, has he achieved perfection?
D is definitely wrong. Wessex is the... Not in Essex, but in Wessex.
Thank you very much. Kyle, the moment of truth. You need to have answered all 4 statements perfectly to have won the round. Let's find out how many are correct. Just 2 out of the 4. Certainly not perfection. Once again, you've let your enemies, the usual suspects, into the game. Usual suspects, can you steal the round? You can see Kyle's answers. You need to change 2 of them. Which 2 do you want to change?
C.
C.
C and D.
C and
Peter.
D, Peter.
No. C is correct. It's correct. It is false. Winston Churchill coined the term Iron Curtain.
Did it?
Yeah. A and D.
A. Donald Trump.
Yeah. He's a famous property developer.
No, I really believe that he did in the very early days. Go back the monkeys. Go all the way back in time, and he did. I'm adamant it's C and D that is.
Okay, well, look, this is how it works. If you haven't got 2 or more agreeing, then it does fall to the longest-serving usual suspect, Peter, as nominal captain, to make the decision. So, you're saying, Peter, you want to change?
A and D.
Lovely. A changes from true to false. D changes from true to false. B and C remain the same. Usual suspects, let's find out what the correct answers are. Donald Trump auditioned to join the monkeys. True or false? False. We made that up, actually. Juniper berries are a major flavouring of gin. True or false? True. The term Iron Curtain was coined by Stalin. True or false? False. Generally ascribed to a speech from Winston Churchill. And finally, most of Thomas Hardy's novels were set in Essex. Is that true or false? It's false. Congratulations, usual suspects. You have achieved perfection. Peter, you're also absolutely right on the last one. Mostly set in Wessex. Let's see the final board. 4 subject categories in the final already, all chosen by you, the usual suspects, and because you won that round, you've earned the right to choose the last 2 subject categories to add to the board. Which 2 would you like Kyle to play in the final?
Planets.
Planets goes across.
And words.
Words, yes?
Yeah, I think we'll go for words.
Yeah.
Lovely, words goes across. Thank you very much. We now know our 6 final categories. They are London, opera, famous ships, islands, planets, and words. Okay, usual suspects, it's time to switch you off for the final time. And away they go. Kyle, for £1,000, it's time to play the final.